Sorry, give me a second. Welcome back, my most ethical light and love crew. Angels of light and love, welcome back in. Doing your thing wonderfully. I was debating on whether or not, just for a moment, to continue on with Instagram versus YouTube. And like the instantaneous thing was Instagram, but like I backtracked and I pulled some cards. So I said, what about Instagram? They gave me this. I'm like, it's Instagram. Derp. And then I asked, what about YouTube? And I got this, which is the Page of Pentacles, which would still be contributing to whatever I'm doing. However, it's rather minor compared to the I don't know, the unseen and the seen benefits that I would get from Instagram. So they said, like, based on the audience as well, I am more protected. I don't know why by Instagram. I don't know what the regulations are, but I guess according to my storyline at current state, this is where I can kind of just meditate a little bit more without being censored, or was it like, you don't know you're being censored, but you're being censored kind of thing. Like nobody else except on your inner, some parts of your inner circle knows that you're being censored once they see your content. So I don't know. Like I'm tired of questioning whether it's what's its validity, and I have to remember that there's divine protection in certain realms, and this is kind of just like one of those methods. So I don't have any hard feelings because the world balances itself out. So anyway, going with this thing, High Priestess mode. Yeah. Cut the deck to put this card back in, and it's the full card in reverse. So it's there's a little bit of like a hang up here. I don't know if it's like, I'd like to think it's Monkey Bar's hang up, where it's learning and playtime and a little bit of show off time, and it's a safe place where you don't have to worry about anybody being an enemy. And I think as a child I was aware of who was, how other people were. And so as far as any enemies, my world was quite different. I told you. The only enemy that I really had was being sent to the babysitters during summer vacation. And so I loved school. I absolutely loved school. Anyway, what are we getting at over here? What's the energy here, okay? Because I'm about to go for a walk. Because I have a card reminder there to tell me to go on the walk like every day this week. And I've been kind of going in cheat mode. I don't know. I thought I saw the devil card. In cheat mode and doing that like running errands. Trying to say that suffices, but it doesn't. I want Knight of Cups in reverse. So there is a, what do you call it? I guess it could be a lack of romanticism, but it could also mean let me get a little bit more on this, because I usually get these as like undercover romance, almost like a secret admirer, but a secret admirer would be the Page of Cups in reverse. But the Knight of Cups would want something more privately. So approaching the High Priestess, who is rather private, I would say. Okay, so what flipped here? Did something flip? Oh, yes. It is the Page of Pentacles facing the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, so there's an elevation on materialization from Page to Knight. Now, the Knight of Pentacles does take a bit of time, almost meditative. Like, when you have something important to deliver, whether it's from yourself or from if you're assigned something and you want to deliver, like you're entrusted to deliver the most appropriate content, which means the nonverbal communication and the timing plays a role in it. So when you do that, it's not it's very considerate of the recipient and any other recipients that are like, how do I say it? Anyone who's along the recipient's path. Yeah, it's kind of like when you go for an interview, they pay attention to how you treat the receptionist or whoever, like the person who has like the minor like role basically, or like the lesser role. And so it's kind of like that. You got to see how people, like what the dynamic is, what the true character is, not just like, oh, when they're being monitored, or oh, when it truly benefits them. And so this is something in materialization, which is very contemplative, but it's moving from like sitting on one's butt, like just really thinking about things and like looking at what that pentacle will be invested in, to actually rolling it in. So this Knight of Cups is actually very considerate in its discretion. Yeah. It's not like, oh, you gotta, what do you call it? Okay, they don't want me to say it. Okay, so, but this is good. I mean, he's wearing a crown of Hermes, so that's, he's a great communicator, normally. Oh, Six of Wands just spurted out on the left side, internally, like, inverted, and Nine of Wands inverted. Yeah, so this is, about victorious achievement. This is, clocking in, like, showing up. This is, very much directed. It's the one-up of the Eight of Wands. So it's like, it's not just like a message, like I'm here to deliver it. So we have 8 wands standing up and the 9th one in hand, backed by the, you know, a whole grip of wands to make, you know, on the giving tree side. So this person actually gives a fuck. Showing up to personally ensure, if needed, decked out in official armor. You see, very, very similar people here. Okay, just different clothes. Okay, so in official armor, basically, to deliver that realm of victory. And it is on my inbox. It is immediately on my left side, not past my knees. So it's basically within my gait. Interesting. So, this is, I would say, not aggressive, but, adamant, okay? Fixed, very goal-oriented, like, because they got the 9 and then the 6, so that's 15 wands. That's kind of like the fire, suit. And 15 is a devil card, which is very, like, in your face, kind of. But this is not abrupt. This is, well, it could be abrupt, but it's not rude, is what I'm saying. It's not abrasive, at least to the recipient. This is, this is a very strong desire to manifest, to make happen. So this is moving from, like, this is actually expediting, because Pentacles takes a long time energy. So there's a lot of contemplation here. There's a lot of planning. There's like a lot of forethought. A lot of gears in motion if you're looking at the Pentacles as like its physical symbology, physical, you know, like just like shapes, going basic to like preschool shapes, like gears, you know. And then moving on to the wands energy, which is, I think that can be conceived of as far as timetables, weeks, if not days. So this is, you know, like very, like, it's quick. It's so it's batter up time here. Huh. Interesting. And I get that this is a singular energy here, but they're like, the pressure is on, but it's not like being cornered into something. This is a strong want, a strong desire. And there's no shame in this. Like, this person does not, how do you want me to say it? Could care less about what anybody else thinks. That's how strong this is. Yeah. Definitely. Okay. So this is kind of like a surprise birthday thing. You see, like, her eyes are closed, you know. Peony is also making an appearance here, but like, she knows a lot, but this is kind of like a surprise. I know my guides will not let me ruin like the surprise or like the element of surprise. I mean, they might let me in on some details just to like make me feel happy. Like, just like kind of you know, a sample. But the actual value of it, the impression of it, they're not going to ruin it for me. Like, I know other readers are intrigued by such things, and so they try to read into it. So some are super nosy and have no business or whatever, and some are just like genuinely excited, like, what's the next chapter? Because they know that putting that energetic out there, it doesn't just set the example or the tone, but it also attracts within my inner circle very much this kind of similar energies. So if they know that it's possible for me, then they know like the door is very much open for them within the same, how do I say it? It's very possible for them. And again, people who are in the inner circle isn't gauged by physical proximity or, like, I think there's been some modifications in the terms of what my inner circle is and the allowance to my energy. Like, just because, like, I want things to succeed and prosper and, like, I just want things to be good. And if other people are on the other end are being pretty shitty, whether undercover or on the spot, no shame. I think there have been some very fine print terms, if not bolded, in its amendments. So I really feel like they are not considered part of my inner circle. So they don't get the allowances of, you know, the my wealth. Everything that I'm invested in is going to pertain to me, is going to be associated and provided to me. So they can't leech off of those offerings. Hey, I was just thinking about you the other day. I was wondering, you know, how you're doing. Yeah. I haven't been on... Should I say it? Hold on, give me a second. Should I say it or just keep it secret, Spirit? Change my color, your thoughts. Death card. I don't know what... Does that mean don't say it? Or leave it a mystery? I don't know. I think that's a mystery card. Leave it a mystery. People who are there are there. 4 of Cups. They just said leave it. Leave it, and then just keep moving along, basically, or take the cup. Like, just go with this thing. Okay. Well, I haven't been on that for a while, that forum. Very anxious, so kind of just in hermit mode. Why are you anxious? What are you anxious about, sir? It's the weekend. It just started. It's not even noon yet. At least here. Oh, yeah, we live in the same state. So, Nine of Swords in reverse. Look, they're telling you frickin' do not stress. They're telling me to not stress, too, because I got shit going down on Monday. And hopefully it's the good shit, you know? But they're saying to both of us, don't stress. Get some sleep. Get some rest. Yeah. That's what they're saying. Okay, Archangel Michael. Anything else you want to say about this energy here that we're picking back up on? Okay, so back to... Ooh, shoot, that's a lot. Look at that. It fell on the Nine of Wands. So this person who's doing the delivery, they have a lot to say. A lot. Eight of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Knight of Swords in reverse, Seven of Wands in reverse, Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Cups in reverse, Six of Cups, the Moon card in reverse, Nine of Cups, Judgment, the Stars, Seven of Pentacles, Three of Cups, and the Sun card in reverse. That is insane. This whole packet of information here. Gosh, wow. So there's some reassurance, like to just kind of make it more concise. There is reassurance provided here. You're trying not to stress. It's a good thing. Reassurance provided in this packet. It's like you know, like when you get a message on a Post-it note, and you consider that like the new age memo, right? And got the memo, and this is just like from coworker to coworker to coworker, right? And so this is like the whole like Post-it note packet. It's like, you know, somebody doing like a drawing board, like back to the drawing board, but it's just like me and you. And so they're doing like this animation, you know, when you do the flip book. That's funny. This person is funny. Eight of Pentacles, putting in the work. This is also mastery. This is putting like towards like some great foundations. Home and hearth. This is a balance of work and life balance, but this is like the umbrella of a home. Like, it's safe here. This very focused energy and like a sense of kind of like rolling up the sleeves, so it's a sense of humbling. Like, this person doesn't lose title or power just because they are kind of leveling out the playing field, like working at it like that. This is all for the sake of the Ace of Pentacles, a new start, a new beginning. This is a wonderful, like, the ball is in our court, and it's held safely by the big ass referee Spirit. Yeah, it's kind of like football too, or it's like ready for a punt or something like that. Like, Spirit is moderating this. Crazy. Again, whole grains in the picture right there. Eight of Cups in reverse. This is the whole comeback. You know, this is like MVP, sure shot energy. This is from kin energy. This is safe. There may be lies, like gorillas in the mist lies, but like we are very familiar with those lies. We are very familiar with the tattletaling, the bitchery, all of that. But you know what? The moon card, this is the full moon card in reverse, which is meaning the new moon, about intentions and setting them straight, right? And so they are well received because this is satiated. This is Nine of Cups. We are happy. We are content. This is like what is it? 432 beers on the wall. 432 beers. You take one down, pass it around. 430. Is it one bottles of beer on the wall? You know, that kind of thing. So it's like slowly again dissolving, diminishing, And it's basically recycling. It's like, okay, well, nobody really likes recycling, especially if it's like if the shit is not stored properly. So you have to worry about maybe roaches or like bugs or, you know, just like sticky shit that gets into your car or whatever. And then you have to personally handle it. But then you do it and you redeem yourself for redemption. For the redemption fee, you get rewarded. But yeah. Like the last time I did it, it was to get rid of like all of the like bad energy that's just been sitting, like all the times that he drank and like had that bad, like all the mischief of like not just targeted towards me, but also in some to the children. And like it was just total utter disrespect, like of self, of home, of family. And so those energetics were sitting like those bottles of like in those cans. And so I kept telling my older son, and we kept agreeing, like, you know, we're gonna do this, we're gonna, like, it's one thing out of like the garage, it's another thing, like it's bad energy. So when I finally did it, like I because I'm like a little freaking crafty, I got my like, what do you call it, my sterile gloves, you know, I laid out the plastic, you know, whatever on the car, and I just did it, and I just felt so much better. Like that's one less thing that I need to worry about. And energetics like come into a huge play. So it's like those little, you know, minor arcana moves like hold a great deal of power, instead of like fucking around with like you know, like how people use like black magic or other cultural magic, even though they don't fucking understand like or respect it. They're just using it for their own advantage. Like I don't have to do any of that. There's many ways in which we can become practitioners in our own lives handling that stuff. Diminishing for returns. So Judgement, that's what it calls upon, and New Hope, like this is a shooting star. This is an activated North Star. This is being self-directed, and without the haughtiness is what I'm hearing, like the egoic play. There's nothing to prove here. It's just things show for itself. Like you can't hold a candle to a star. Like who wins? Yeah. So Seven of Pentacles is like meditative also, and you can see that in the star card here. Okay, it's being patient with your harvest. Like you know what's coming. Like you already see the stuff like budding and, you know, coming to fruit. It's you already see. I already see it. Okay, but it's like thinking, okay, I still got a little bit more time left. So what is it? What would I like to plant next? What is best for these crops? What, like, I know the patterns of like what we usually do, because that's time and time tested, proven. But like because of the fluctuations in weather, there are things that like it throws off the pattern. So intuitively speaking, what's best for this, knowing what I know and looking and observing and fully integrating. So it's that. It's well celebrated efforts, which means that I wonder why the Sun card is in reverse. I think that's an inner light. Because this is a job that takes more than one person, and therefore more than one person is warranted to celebrate, is due to celebrate. But this is inner light. This is knowing, like, you know, like when you cast a flashlight, you know, there's an interrogation, like, what do you know? Where have you been? Or like, where did you come from? It's right here. Am I rumbling a little tumbly? But it's not rumbling. And so, like, the interrogation is just the knowing from within. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the hearts too. But that's what's happening there. That's the little like flipperty doodah book here that's going in for, you know, this messenger is so awesome. I gotta say. So thank you. That wanted to flip King of Pentacles in reverse. It is undercover for sure. Let's just put it back there because it doesn't want to be shown. Yeah, undercover, like trophy cup. You know, instead of getting like, you get your flowers, your roses, roses, roses. What happens is like, it's kind of startling, like, yeah, it's, you're a winner! I don't know, it's very joyous. like you can't control the stadiums. It's yeah, it's crazy. So that's good. 5 of Wands in reverse on the bottom of the deck. That is, oh, that's a Sun card as well. Look, the light is shown. The inner light is shown. Even those who are originally wanting to combat you, you know, like how they say, you have a certain opponent, right? A known opponent. Like, they make themselves known as, like, no shame, like, biggest bullshitters in your life that, like, just, it's very projected hate energy. So, these are hate crimes in the spiritual realm, and there are police for them. There are observers. There is judgment for that. But anyway, like the Wicked Witch of the West or whatever, you know, like, they let their flying monkeys, like, release, right? Those people, those, like, friends within that circle, like, hear all the bullshit, all the stuff happening. So they come up to bat, like, oh, what are you doing? Like, why are you, like, making life so difficult for, you know, this person when they did that? You know, like, why are you... So they're just, like, kind of, like, I don't want to... Is that okay to say it? Like, I think people understand it. Like, what people say, like, dumb jock energy is, it's just, you follow the bully. You follow the crowd. And so, like, they see what you're all about, and you're like, oh, this person reminds me that, like, I'm not just human, but, like, I'm also badass. Like, I could be badass. There is enough in there to account for that. I just have to motion for it. I gotta stop dishing out the bullshit. I have to stop contributing to this, like, chaos. So that's what that is. They want you as the others, and I call them out. Now I fear retaliation. Was this during your moderating? Your 1 out of 5 roles of moderating? You don't need to fear retaliation. Like, the more good you put out there, the more people, like, they can't avoid it. Like, the sun is good for them. The sun is non-biased in its, like, ability to help produce or, you know, take care of that vitamin D. Well, that's good. I guess you intuitively invested right by not doing that. You just happen to be there. Yeah, I'm supposed to take a break from that venue. I gave a lot, and I think I became more of, like, an attraction and a place to, like, siphon from. And I don't really need that. Like, I deserve a better, more, giving crowd. I do deserve that. So anyway, what were you gonna say here? Was there something else? Oh, 5 of Wands. That was on the bottom of the deck. What's behind that? 5 of Cups. Master number 55 here is saying goodbye to, like, old partnerships here, because there are things to celebrate. This is also meditative. This is, like, homeboy energy for sure. Look at him. Like, just thinking about it personally without all the noise, like, oh, well, like, you're just being a pussy or blah, 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 you know, like, there's, you know what, like, this is private thoughts, like, without anyone to interrupt them, anyone to distract from the real truth of this. So master number 55 is a master adventurer, which you are. I'm supposed to go out for a walk today. Not hiking. I'm supposed to go for a walk. Pray for me. Pray that I follow through with that, because it's one of the things that needs to be done. No, look at the one that's right behind it. Yeah, that's crazy, huh? Okay, master number 55, go for that walk. It'll be in a little adventure. You know what I want? I'm gonna go for a walk where there will be pets, and I will gather up the bravery to see who is the friendliest and most open to pet. You know, some people like undercover, you know, that this like secret kind of life that I live, this strange life. I feel like sometimes like there's like these rendezvous that I don't even know are like supposed, like I don't know that they happen until I'm like, oh, that was strange. Anyway, I think people sometimes bring in their pets so that I could bond with them or like heal them, which I don't mind. But then there's sometimes, like on 2 occasions, there was always like this, you know, girl or whatever that would jump in front of it, like consume that space and like, oh, it's so cute. Oh, no. You know, it's disgusting actually. It's like a pick me girl. And so it just makes it awkward, like, okay, me next. Actually, that's not awkward. That's me awkward. Like, that's my kind of awkward. But I didn't want, like, it just makes it awkward. Like, okay, should I jump in now? So as far as that comfort level for me, I think I should jump out of my space. Because there's a lot of pick-me girls, aren't there? What did you say? Yeah, I think I need to break from it also. Too much drama. Yeah, there is a lot of drama there. You love petting people's dogs, too. You know what I do? When I see them in the car, passing by, you're such a good boy. Look at that good boy. And I'm not talking to like anybody in the car except for that dog. And I know they hear. It's so like familiarized, that phrasing to them of acknowledgement and validity and love, that they automatically hear it regardless of what voice it comes from and what like tone, like what volume set it is. Like, it's like spirit is calling me. It's so cute. But I used to see, you understand it. I mean, before, when I was like really super shy and like I just wanted to like, you know, not make any kind of other contact in the car, I would try to whistle to see if they would hear it. But then sometimes like they just like get a little panicky in the car, like, did you call me? And so I don't want any room for confusion, but they seem to bask in like those words of affirmation. And they're so cute. The bigger the dog, the more reaction there is. Weird. Kind of like a conglomerate love that I get. So nice. I mean, I can't say like, like, okay, I'm a live streamer and I get what do you call it, sponsored items or whatever. Like, I don't really get those. Maybe mine are kind of like undercover when I really, really, really need shit. And yeah, but it's kind of like that. I don't know how we went from dogs to sponsorships. I don't know. Oh, big dog love for sure. That's funny. They like that, I think. Red Rover, Red Rover. Okay, any final thoughts here? So again, reassurance. Oh my gosh, I was just like looking at 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups. This is like in a world of our own. Like, this is not la-ti-da energy, and it's like the nothing else exists, but this is like something that really does exist. This kind of union and partnership, this kind of love is irreplaceable. It is therefore unstoppable. This magnetism is something that's very much intertwined in its healing, in its in its understandings. This is something that cannot unbind, but it can assist in unwinding. So therefore that magnetism, that pairing, it kind of obliterates any kind of other obstacle that seems to propose itself, you know, whatever's around town. So there's something that's like an inner binding, and any other bindings that are trying to, any attempts of casting of other bindings are kind of undone because of this. Like, this is a tight relationship, basically. Is that we gotta look that up on the Urban Dictionary. But this is like tight. Did I say that right? It needed to have more bass, no treble. But this is for sure, like, you cannot break that eye contact there. You know, in certain cultures, it is kind of rude or not appropriate to make the eye contact. Like, it should be a gaze, not a stare. But, you know, when you elevate that source of love, it goes beyond cultural type of boundaries and standards or norms. You look beyond etiquette and you look at really what is. And when you establish the customs of breaking away that frequently with something that intense, it goes against one's spirit. So there's kind of like an overriding of terms when it comes to relationships. Hey, how you doing? So there's that. That's crazy. So crazy. Ten of Pentacles seated. This is this is all the mojo in the mojo bag. You know what a mojo bag is? It's like herbs and crystals and all this stuff in like a little bag that people carry for protection, for, you know, their own like personal stuff, you know. And so maybe I just need to create, I think we need to create a little mojo bag. You know what it is? It's like a little bag of like show and tell with the world in its etheric sense. Like, nobody needs to fucking know what's in that bag, but spiritually, energetically speaking, it's kind of like a show and tell with the universes, what your intentions are in that bag. So you bury it in there like it's kind of like your intentions, like when you bury them in soil. It's kind of like that. Saturn day. Oh, thank you. Like, it's actually one ponytail. Ah! I'm sorry. I have 5 o'clock shadow on my armpits. But look, it's same. It's symmetrical. I'm ready for a walk. That's what it is. Look at that. Your bag is full of things. No, it's not. I disintegrate that actively. Thank you. Oh, thank you. What kind of princess am I? Huh? Sorry, I should not be so egoic. I don't know, I'm just trying to have fun. Mojo bag. Thanks for the fire. Well, there's all kinds of emojis. This is crazy. Top of the deck is 3 of Swords in reverse. Look, no heartbreak. Therefore, you should not have any anxiety. Don't do it. But this is a reclaiming of one's own intention. In fact, I think the full moon is coming like on Tuesday. And then it prefixes the end. The very, very end of Mercury retrograde. So some manifestations are out of whack. In fact, I think a weird, like, abstract Heyoka way of dealing with things and working with that energy, with it being within Mercury retrograde, and, like, people going fucking nutsoids with, like moving in haste, trying to whatever. It's working with the intentions, right? setting intentions, mojo bag. It's mojo bag time. So we work as though it's a new moon. Definitely. That's not egoic. That's thank you. Cute. Thank you. So what's behind that mojo bag? I want to know. Oh, sense of awareness. This is standing on business. Oh my gosh. Look. This is a hangman in reverse. Instead of going like, kelp. SOS, kelp. I think kelp is a form of sustenance. It has all kinds of nutrients or something like that in it. Something like that. I think topically speaking, not just for the ocean, but there's something with kelp. Gotta look that up. But standing on business, this is a sense of awareness. It's no longer, well, I guess it's awareness after being objective. So this is no longer hung up, like you're no longer like keeping yourself away, but going where you want to go. So when you go where you want to go with that sense of awareness, standing on business is that constant walk. So it's whether you're stationary or you're moving this way or that way, each step is standing on business. That's the first time that I got that. So it's no longer hanging upside down. This would be the hangman, the suspended man. In suspense. In anxiety. No longer. Interesting. All right. Since we got 2 from there, I want to know what's behind the thingy. Oh, it's aggressive energy. This is oh, you know how cute this is? This is like peekaboo energy. This is not like, surprise, the devil's here. Like with Gilbert Godfrey. It's not like that. It's not like that energy. This is like, peekaboo, I see you. This is, like, hey, you're doing great. I want to give you a gold star. No. You know what the devil wants to give us? The fucking blue star. That's crazy. Like, you understand. You shall be rewarded with this blue star. I've never seen that before. I've gotten this card before, but I've never seen him or this energy hand over a blue star. That's crazy. What does a blue star mean? I think there are some stars that look blue. Actual stars. Polaris? Is that what? Why am I hearing Polaris? I don't even know. I gotta look that up. But that's intense. Thank you. I'm gonna go for a walk. So a scenic walk, not like a local neighborhood walk, but maybe like if it's a local, I have to go to like a trail and walk the trail. That's what I'm called to do. Or maybe I could go to the beach, but I don't know. Like how I want to show up to the beach, I get a little weird. I don't know. Like when I want to show up like kind of as my best, like it doesn't have to be perfect or whatever. I don't know. Like I'm 42 going on 43 and I should feel okay with myself. And so when I try to do that, I get a little self-conscious because like, can I say it? Hold on. Page of Wands in reverse. I don't know what that's telling me. Page of Wands in reverse. Because that's kind of unfinished business. That's finishing up something, or something about to start. Ace of Swords, no, I can tell it, but I have to go for my walk. Don't forget to go for your walk. Don't use this as like a satisfying thing, like, oh, you know, I feel good now, so I don't have to walk. That's what they're saying. These are the yeah, definitely. This is the premiere. Mm-hmm. With a matcha? Polaris is a DC character. That's okay. I gotta look that up for real now. Spirit is young for sure and lively. Thank you. Double thank you. So when I'm okay. So when we get to a certain age, we realize like what is I don't know, I guess most attractive versus like the least attractive, you know, what people gauge that to be. So when I go to the beach, I get really self-conscious. I try not to be. I really, really, really try not to be. But like how I want to show up, maybe somebody doesn't want to tell me to say something. But like there's something like I can't look too good or something. Like I don't, this is kind of weird. How do I say this? I'll say how I hear it in my head, okay? I know my ass is fly. I know it's been for a long ass time. And that hasn't diminished with age. And I know, like, I just know that. I mean, maybe in my 20s, my ass was like more shapely, I guess. I would say probably more perfect. But I don't know. I just know that sometimes with where I walk, especially if there's couples, I have to like kind of cover myself, or I have to kind of disguise myself, or I have to walk someplace else, or which like I don't mind walking like away from people. That's what I normally do. But like I don't want to have that in my mind when I'm having to go on my meditative like me time. I don't want that to be like a thing. I don't know. So blockages, clear them up and open up a new portal of new perspectives. Yeah. So it's I don't know, like, yeah, I don't know, that's just what I feel like, you know, like, when you're like, okay, you've been responsible with your diet, and you've been doing this or that, and now, like, you want to feel good, you want to look good, and it's like, why can't that just be, and then I have to, like, I want to, but I kind of can't. I don't know, to make people feel okay, like, or, you know, keep the peace, or I don't know. It's weird. I suppose so. Yeah, that's true. I can't control that. Yeah, I definitely need to change my mindset on something there. There's something that's like, I don't... Maybe I'm just not used to that kind of energy. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. That's true. Yeah, I don't know. I just, I don't know. So anyway, what did they want to say about that? Like, I feel like, I don't know, just Archangel Michael, what do you say? 8 of Wands in reverse. Don't need to say anything. You don't even explain yourself. You don't need to explain yourself verbally or non-verbally, is what Spirit is saying through Archangel Michael. It's like, you don't need to do that. Like, just like you said, like, the only person you need to please is you. And that's true. That's crazy. What? I didn't know that I was going to get, like, that kind of a card. Yeah, just chill. Find your chill, find your calm. That's what you're there to do. That's it. Okay. Fine, okay. Okay, I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. All right, so what is your takeaway, aka ours? We'll get 2, okay? Uno, 2 of Pentacles, and 5 of Swords in reverse. This is no shame in your game, for sure. While you're balancing things, it doesn't matter how it looks from the outside. This is kind of like, it's mind your own business energy. 5 of Swords in reverse. And there's no ego. There's no one-upping. There's no, like, I'm not paying attention, like, staying in your lane, basically. Doing your own balancing act. Like, I'm doing my thing. Like, yeah, that's what that is. Huh. That's good. All right, that's good for the weekend. Now, what is my takeaway energy? Can pull 2 cards. That one. Page of Cups in reverse. Followed up by... what? Tell me. King of Cups. What? That escalated quick. Holy moly. This is like from one end of the spectrum to the other. That's crazy. Highly potent energy. So, this moves from a secret admirer, like secret crush energy, to like, hey, what's up? Sign me up. I'm here. What are we doing today? Oh, I'm sorry I didn't call in advance. I just figured, like, everything's good. Like, what are you doing today? This is the King of Cups. This goes from, like, a little pageling to, like, master of his kingdom. Like, this is a fast, like, this is a person that grows up quick. Like, this isn't somebody that's just showing up. Okay, Paige. Okay, I'm gonna go. Like, okay, I'll make myself known. Okay, I'll just say hi. The page comes up in, like, from reversal to, like, okay, I'm here. Make myself notice. It doesn't even go to the night mode where it's like, hey, what's your number? How you doing? Something like, like that kind of thing. No, it's the King of Cups. Like, he brings a picnic basket and a playlist. It's like, so if you're not doing anything, but what are you doing? Let's put this in the fridge. What are we doing today? That's crazy. That's so good. That's so good, finally. That's so good. Anyway, thanks for adding to this collaborative, like, happiness, stuff. I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you. I hope you have a good weekend. Oh, I'm not supposed to say it. Am I supposed to say it? Hold on. Oh, I can wish you. I don't know if I'm going to pronounce it correctly, but... oh, no. You only say that when it's not nighttime, okay? So never mind. But, have a good weekend, have a good night. And upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas to assist you with the sequence of roll out in light and love. I close the portals in this reading. Now.